Okay, let's understand what a repressible enzyme is. So, let's say this is the gene which codes for the repressible enzyme. Because it's a protein, so it is coded by a gene. The RNA polymerase will find the promoter region, which will be somewhere here, and it will start transcribing this DNA template to produce an mRNA. The mRNA will then leave the nucleus, undergo translation, and produce this protein, that is the repressible enzyme. The job of this repressible enzyme will be to catalyze a reaction. So let's say it catalyzes this reaction where the substrate forms this product. Now when the substrate forms this product, two things can happen. The product's concentration may exceed the normal levels. So there must be a certain level of concentration in which the product, when that concentration is achieved, the product gets used up by the cell. So either all the products will get used up, or there will be excess amount of products now in the cell. Now this product can behave like an inhibitor. That means what it will do? It will inhibit the transcription of the repressible enzyme like this. It will go and bind to the promoter sequence of the DNA, and once it binds to the promoter sequence, the RNA polymerase will no longer be able to synthesize the repressible enzyme. So no transcription will happen. Our repressible enzyme will not be synthesized anymore. If it is not synthesized, no more product will be formed. I hope that is clear now. So in this situation, we say that the product is called a repressor. The product of the reaction that the repressible enzyme is catalyzing, this product is actually a repressor. It is repressing the synthesis of the enzyme. On the other hand, if the product formed here is getting used up by the cell, then the inhibition gets lifted. What happens if the inhibition gets lifted? Obviously, now the RNA polymerase can read the promoter sequence and transcribe the gene. Once the gene is transcribed, that means ultimately our repressible enzyme can also be produced. And once the repressible enzyme is produced, this reaction can again resume. Again substrates will form product, and again these two situations will arise. Either the product will be in excess or it will get used up. So this cycle goes on in the cell. So the basic idea is, this is how our cells regulate when to perform certain transcriptions and when not. Thank you.